Hey everyone, Mr. Mom Collectibles, and I am back with another video, and we are going to be taking a look at the Hot Toys booth and what is on display currently at the Wonder Festival. Now, some of the stuff is things that you may have already seen, which we will address first, and then some new stuff that's kind of surprised us. But kicking this off, we have the Predator and we have Chewbacca. Of these two, the Chewbacca went up for pre-order, so if you haven't gotten that yet, it's definitely something to consider. And then there's that Predator, which is part of this huge 80s wave of stuff that they definitely announced. And then another two that haven't seen the light of day for pre-order, which is the Batman and Robin, along with that Jar Jar, which I know it gets a lot of hate, but I think a lot of people would still pre-order that. And then moving on to some fun stuff. We've already seen this, the Deadpool family, the posing with Deadpool and Wolverine. I really like that playfulness. If you've seen a lot of the shorts I'm doing, I'm just having a lot of fun with Deadpool, breaking that fourth wall and just mixing and matching poses. So this is some fun stuff that they're moving into. And then we have Grievous over here, and I like that pose showing that wired cape off. And then we have another Death Trooper from the Ahsoka show, and so that's another one that I know people are clamoring for, those army builders out there. And then we have some Hono Studios products. Some you've seen. There's the Wolverine, the new Iron Man, and that black suit Spider-Man. They all look fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I had that Wolverine specifically, and it's a fun one to play with. And then here we have another three, and of those we have the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, and that Thor keeps getting shown off, but yet it's not up for pre-order, and I wonder why. I don't know, that classic comic book Thor. And then there's that Magneto over there, which looks really cool as well. And moving on, we also have a couple more pieces. We have that TVA version of Wolverine, which now after seeing that movie, I really hope Hot Toys goes back and makes some changes to this in terms of like the sword, but also I hope we get like that broken mask as he was at the end of the movie, and then that Scarlet Witch. And then we have that Mark 42, I believe it was, that new version, and then the Artisan Iron Spider-Man. Like I said, this is stuff that they've already put out, but just kind of recapping everything that we have there. Now we're going to move into some of the new stuff. Here is the Andrew Garfield, the Amazing Spider-Man. I want to call it 2.0 with that awesome diorama display base. I really can't wait for this to go up on order. I do not have this one, and Andrew Garfield is a personal favorite Spider-Man of mine. And so this is one that I know the suit doesn't get a lot of love, but it's something different that I really can't wait to get. And then we have Doctor Doom, which I think was a surprise to a lot of people, especially with the Robert Downey Jr. announcement. But this does look fantastic as the comic book version, and collectors are going to have some decisions to make whether or not they want to pick this one up. This will probably be the only version to get a real classic comic inspired version. So this is one I will be keeping my eye on for, and I might be getting it down the road. And then we have the Samurai Predator, which isn't a personal favorite of mine. I'm not too deep into Predator and Aliens, I'm not gonna lie. I really only want to get one represented piece from more or less the original movies, and so kudos to anyone out there that really loves all that stuff. I mean, it's great stuff to get. And then here we have the Artisan Harley Quinn, which is going up for pre-order soon, at least through the Q system. I have the original one, so this isn't one I'm totally excited for, but for those out there that don't have a Harley Quinn in their collection and have the opportunity to get a version of her, I think a lot of people were hoping for the OG version from the first Suicide Squad, but nonetheless. And then moving on, we have the Batman Returns, which if you haven't checked it out, I'll drop a link. I did a detailed comparison from the first version of the 2-pack and then this version of what differences I see. And it was pretty, Hot Toys did a really good job with some of the updates. And now we have some stuff. Tony Stark, once again, Iron Man from Endgame, when he was meeting his father and grabbing the Tesseract. I do like how they're just giving us Tony Starks, and this gives me hope that we will one day get an Iron Man 1, just a cool suit version of him doing the Jericho missile scene. I really want that version of Tony Stark, and so seeing this figure, seeing the light of day, I really do hope we get that Iron Man 1 version. Then we have a Scarecrow from Batman Begins. Looks like it could be an upgrade, 2.0 possibly. I did see some other photos of some alternate head sculpts, and so this is something where if you had missed out on this, Hot Toys is giving you another opportunity to go after this one, and so wait to see more information. But I did notice some head sculpts, so that's something interesting. And then we have some pairing. We have the Darth Maul from the Clone Wars, and then his brother over there on the other side. But this one here is getting people a lot of attention. The photos I'm showing you here now aren't official official. Everything else is, but Hot Toys hasn't released any official photos, but this is one that's been circulating online, which looks like a really great piece. I'm not personally a Clone Wars fan, but nonetheless, I know this has gotten a lot of people excited, and one that people really wanted, so I'm really happy for collectors. Now, this one I think was a surprise to many, comic book Venom, and so this one just looks badass, and people are gonna have to make a decision, because I know they have that PS5 Venom out, and that thing is towering and it's massive, and so they're giving you another opportunity. This is probably the Venom a lot of people wanted, with the symbol on his chest, inspired by the comics, and so here you go. This is really exciting. That base actually looks pretty cool too, with the symbiote. And now the Terminator, we got for pre-order that battle damaged T800, and sure enough, they're showing off the clean version, which I really want, and that T1000, and oh, so great. You know, these pieces are really awesome, and I'm really happy that they went back and revisited Terminator. So here's that T1000 on the base, and it just looks fantastic. I really hope that this ends up going up for pre-order. It's like, you know, a lot of these events, you see all this stuff and you're not sure what exactly. This doesn't mean everything's going up for pre-order. This is just stuff being shown off. So we got through the first stage of, you know, there's prototypes of this stuff out there, but we hope that Hot Toys puts this stuff up for pre-order, because that clean T800 is something that I really want. I would trade that over the battle damaged any day of the week. And then finally wrapping it up with an alien from Alien. This is Romulus. This is something that I know a lot of people also wanted. For me personally, this is not a huge one, you know, one for me that I need, but nonetheless, I'm really happy for collectors out there that are getting stuff. I think they showed off a little bit of everything for, you know, everybody. I think there's something for someone out there. I am so happy for the Terminator stuff. I did get the battle damage one. I did not have anything that's Terminator related, and so for that, I really am excited. Obviously, the other stuff was the Amazing Spider-Man, the Doctor Doom, but there's not too much more that I'm going to be grabbing right away. I will be doing a separate video about the Ghostbusters, because I know Blitzway, they are showing off a updated set of the 4-pack, and I am in the process of doing a detailed comparison video from what I see, so stay tuned for that. If you are interested, definitely subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, because I will be filming the Ghostbusters comparison video, because, you know, I do have the set, and so I see some stuff that they have made improvements on. So if you're interested in finding out what changes Blitzway made, stay tuned for that. That video will be coming very shortly, but let me know your thoughts on this. Are you excited for the stuff Hot Toys dropped? What do you got your eyes on? What are you passing on? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a like on this video, and thank you so much for the support as always. And this is Mr. Mom Collectibles saying take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.